Liverpool versus everybody. We are here post match, the Liverpool Chelsea match at Stamford Bridge. 1-0, 1-0 to Chelsea. Here with JAMZ. Thanks for jumping on again for me, man. How you feeling? How you feeling? Look, give me something, man. Give me some positivity, something to get me out of this feeling right now. Help me out.
Some positivity.
I know it's hard. It's hard to find one. It's hard to find one, man.
Positivity. I don't know. Robertson was okay. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough.
It was lethargic. It was, just want to say something quickly. I can't. Although I was a bit optimistic before, I had this feeling that this isn't the first time we've done really well in Europe, but we've played in Europe regardless, and we've been poor afterwards. I can't remember if I'm right, but did we have Everton 1-1 after the first Chelsea?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, and then we had was it a 0-0 after the second leg of Man City? And then after the first leg of Roma, we had 2-2 West Brom, or the other way around. But basically, we drop points every time we've had a big game in Europe in the knockout stages. So, yeah, I wanted to highlight that, really.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I think a lot of people will say, oh, the boys are tired. And, obviously, I get that. You can tell in some of the passes. I think you mentioned the word lethargic. I mean, you can tell there was going to be some of that residual fatigue. But still, as we said in the last video, I just wanted one last performance from the strongest 11. Just one more. And then you could just chill. But now we brought it on ourselves again. And it's the same thing like last season with Middlesbrough. Wait to the last game. And listen, on paper we should be beating Brighton. They just beat Man United. I wish I could say that was a shoo-in. I can't. And I like to see myself as an optimistic, confident fan. And I am. I believe that we can. I just will we, and so, today, listen, the frustrating part for me is I think when you dominate a game like that, and not just possession, just the way you look on the field, the chances you get or have chances. And for some of them, especially Mane, I think to still have that energy, after the game midweek was good to see. But again, I'm struggling to find anything really positive besides maybe no injuries. But again, we're going to risk that in this last match because now we got to play full strength again. I would imagine, because we can't go in there with Solanke or Ing starting. So it's frustrating, man. But I think we'll bounce back. What are your feelings on just the game as a whole? And
my feelings. I think we had I missed the first 4 or 5 minutes. I was going to my grandma's to watch it, but the first 10 minutes were probably our best 10 minutes, and maybe the last 5 minutes we applied pressure. But I really felt like they dominated the pitch. They were so well defended wise, and like you said, we were some of our touches were off, some of the passes were off. I can't, except for the one chance at the beginning, I can't really remember a very clear-cut chance, like a sitter. I don't feel like we, like a one-on-one or a Woodward.
Oh, you mean us? You're talking about us?
Yeah, for us,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I can't really feel like we had one, really. So, yeah, my total thoughts on the game are just, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's Salah really chasing the record and the team trying to help him. Is that playing a part to it? I don't know if that is. Are we overlooking for him, or is the pressure of him, he's stuck on 31 now. It's what is it, 2 or 3 games, and it's that bogey number no one's ever beaten since the Premier League got put down. Is that a factor? Is it, they are playing on Wednesday night, and I watched Wijaldum's Insta video, and he said on his video he struggled to sleep. They're so excited, they're partying, they're happy, then they've got to get a plane back. Is that playing a factor? When like we are very unlucky with injuries. I was looking at the squad today. We're missing so many key players. Oxys, Lallana's, Matip's. Who else? So many players. My mind's gone blank. Emre Can. So, it's a lot of football for the guys to play. That's my point really. Again, the lack of bench. It's nice to see Solanke, but it's just not. Solanke's coming on. He's never scored for us. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well,
yeah, and I don't know if you will, to be honest. I mean, the limited chances he's getting. He had a header attempt at the
Yes.
end of the game, and I hate to be harsh, but it's like if you're not knocking those in, what
Mm,
else are you in the field for? You know, you got to put those home. So listen, I mean, at the end of
definitely.
the day, it's obviously it's frustrating, you know, to dominate the game and then have them have that fluke kind of goal at the end, or not the end, in the first half to get it. You always thought, first of all, I thought we were going to score first because we were moving. We were
Right.
moving the ball. We would come out there, and I was shocked. I was like, you know, it's hot out, and they have so many excuses, but they're
Mm-hmm.
playing at the pace. They're at the paces, and we're going to get this. We
Yeah.
didn't get, like you said, there wasn't so many clear-cut chances, I guess, but we had enough, and that's how it goes sometimes. Like with the ones you have, even if it's half chances, you got to try to make the best of them. We weren't able to do that, obviously, and again, we sit in a
Yeah.
situation where we have to beat Brighton now. That
Yeah.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That we have to beat them. So, like I said, on paper, that looks like a game that we can definitely take.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they can do it. Was there anybody on the team today that stood out for you as far as just performance wise in
Um.
a good way?
Um, I thought Robertson. They took Robertson off, but I thought Robertson. He looked well attacking wise. He looked good. Van Dijk, to be fair, actually, I think Van Dijk was quite good. He's very commanding in the air, wins nearly every chance. Doesn't complain or anything. Yeah, but yeah, that would be it. You know, and even then, I'm pushing. But I'd say Van Dijk, maybe Robertson. Probably I use the word poor a bit harshly, but for Salah's high levels, very off game.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. And I think especially for him, that's why I try to get away from these. You know, I get everybody has their opinion, but I try to get away from these all this excitement about these personal achievements. I mean, it's cool if you got it, great. But I don't know if that was what it was today. But if that's something that's sidetracking him or the team, feeling like, oh, we got to get it to Salah,
Yeah,
then that's kind of the issue. Same thing with it, even Klopp and being in the running for manager of the year. I couldn't care less about those type of things. You know, I just
of
if the
course, yeah.
team's winning and when the team's accomplishing things, that's what I care about. And if it's not, then to me, I mean, you don't get an award, a team award, for being the better team and losing, or for having the player who had the most goals, or that doesn't really
Yeah.
do much for me. So let me get in some of these comments. Julie says, "You think all of our players' heads were in the final and underestimating the Premier League games?"
I think they have got an eye on the final. I do think so. I think that's a good point. I think they've definitely got an eye on the final. Let's be honest, we haven't got a team full of experienced winners. This is without fail the largest game of everyone's career at Liverpool Football Club. Without fail, look at the team. Milner. He's won a Premier League. Sturridge, he's won a Champions League, but yeah, Sturridge isn't even part of the team.
Yeah.
It's a very, 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 very big game for all the lads. But going to Stamford Bridge, away from home, it's not like we went to, West Brom.
Yeah.
Today, the lads knew how big today was. So yeah, I think that is a part of it, maybe. But it's the lads will know how hard it is. At the end of it, these are the champions.
Yeah.
These are the champions of England.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
They're the champions, and Klopp's proving that it's a big game by playing all the big players. But don't know what it is. Don't know. Can't really put my finger on it.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what it is? I just know that we lost today, and
Yeah.
that is it's frustrating. I just feel like it didn't need to happen, man. If we were a little bit more sound and one other moment, or in that moment where Giroud gets the goal, then we're on and we don't have to really worry about anything else or stress out. But it's Brighton. Again, we should knock them out. It's funny because things were kind of moving in the right way. Spurs had lost, and it was just that moment to separate even from them, let alone Chelsea. So, we just got to keep fighting. Like we say, we go again and dust ourselves off. I think we have a week in between because we don't play it this following week and play the weekend after. Is that how it goes, or are we playing it?
I think so. I just want to double check that now because someone else wanted to check. I believe Chelsea are playing. No, Chelsea play on this week, don't they? They play on where they play again. So we're playing next weekend. We do.
Oh, we do. Okay. Okay.
We are the last day of the season is next weekend. Now I'm just checking now. Chelsea, they've got a big game. They've got Huddersfield on Wednesday.
Newcastle, right? I think.
So and then they've got Newcastle the last game of the season. So
okay,
everyone everyone around the world would be rooting for Huddersfield to win.
yeah.
I bet Liverpool and Tottenham fans would be. So yeah, you might not come down to the final day of the season. You know, if they lose that game.
Yeah, and it's just one of those situations where you hate to be in this predicament where you know, oh, hopefully Chelsea loses, you know. But it is. Look, this is what it is. This is what it is, and so it's kind of out of our hands anymore. What we can do, what is in our hands, is just beating Brighton. We do that, we kind of control our own destiny. You know, the game against West Brom was so important. The game against Stoke was so important. And we get it. That's in and around the Champions League games. You know, you understand. And we didn't lose those games, so that was good.
Yeah.
You know, those were the games that I felt like we need to pick up a few more points. We didn't do it. It is what it is. So, yeah, just look forward to next week. And, you know, it'd be interesting now to see if he'll go strong. If he seemed pretty calm in the post-match, which I guess is one of the things that might slightly have me somewhat calm.
Yeah,
to see Klopp kind of just be like, hey, you know, what happens, this is the business we're in. You know, there's no guarantees. You know, he didn't seem panicked or anything like that. I want to segue to a few different rumors that have been out about us wrapping up a deal for Fekir. I'm sure you've seen that, right?
Yes.
And you know, I hate these things because it's so early anyway. And it's just like, I know it was a French paper who put it out. And I know Klopp even kind of laughed at it, which doesn't mean much because a lot of people forget when they first started talking to him about Ox, he had the same expression, he had the same response, like, no, we ain't. And then we ended up getting them. So I don't know if he's just trying to keep the cards close to his chest, or surely you know Fekir, right? You're familiar with him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So go ahead. No,
I hope they're not rumors, but like you said, it's early days. But yeah, like you said, I like what Klopp does with the Ox thing. He did it. I feel that Ox is someone that he doesn't just go for anyone and everyone. We lost Coutinho. He could have just gone out and panic buyed and, you know, threw some silly money at Mahrez or, you know, but he was like, no, I'm happy with the squad. So I like to think, like what you said in one of the last ones, he's not really made a bad signing yet, and his signings even at Dortmund were phenomenal. So I wouldn't be surprised if behind closed doors we've been lining up a replacement, because we've needed it for 6 months now, really, since Coutinho's gone. Just wanted to say, if we were to get Fekir as a number 10 and Keita as a box spot number 8, that would be some midfield.
Oh, it would be crazy. It would be nuts.
If we was to get, I've got faith in the squad, but if we also was to get a real number 6, you know, like a Jorginho, or there's the Navas who plays for Wolves, or whatever, will we give Hendo that would be incredible. The goals, the creativity, the defending. Yeah, you know, it shows the ambition of Liverpool. I have to, if this is true, we have to give it to FSG, because that's another 60-70 mil that we're spending, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which would be great. So yeah,
a lot of people just saying they put their trust in Klopp. We talked about this before. I feel the same. I mean, whoever he wants, I'm happy with. These rumors that come out, it's just I can't. It's hard for me to even if it's someone who you feel like is a trusted source or whatever. It's too early, and it's just really hard to believe, though. So I'm assuming this is a rumor. If it comes to be true, though, of course, I love Fekir. We got a question. We got a question for you, James. Would you sign a center back, and who? Yeah, we spoke about this yesterday, but you can go ahead and remind him of the guy who you thought
Yes. So yeah, I definitely want a centre back, and I want Kobeli. Is that you pronounce it? Kobeli.
Yeah, I think I pronounced it. I think it's like 5 different ways personally, so I don't know. I mean, close as you can get.
Yeah, Kobeli, I think we'll go with.
From Napoli.
Yeah, absolutely love him. I think he's strong. He's powerful. Is he 6'6"? He's very tall. He
looks at least that. He looks at least that.
Yeah. He's young as well. He's not. When I say young, for a centre back, he's got prime ahead of him, just like Van Dijk. He's not got this big ego. You know, he's not going to come from a Madrid or Barca. And he's got the the connection with Mane, and the whole being from Senegal. So I want him, and to be honest, I want it wrapped up before the World Cup, because if he goes into that World Cup and he's phenomenal, a lot of teams are looking for a centre back. They're quite a valuable position, and to be honest, I think he's up there. You know, at Napoli, he's at a club where he might feel like he's ready for the next level now. I know they've had a very good season, but we all know that's kind of, you know, a bit rare for Napoli to be top 2 in the country. But yeah, that'd be my answer all day long. No one even close to that. Company. I do like Aderwelder for Tottenham.
Yeah.
29 years old. Just plain simple. He's 29 years old, so I think maybe even 30. For me, we'll get maybe 2 great seasons out of him. With Kobeli, he could go on and become a world beater. Him and Van Dijk, that would crazy.
It would be solid. It would be a huge fix as far as these kind of set pieces and some of these crosses in the box that we seem to struggle with getting heads on way too often and for way too long, it seems like. So that would be great, or at least someone of his stature. If we can't get him, I really hope that we're pushing for him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's one of the guys, like you said, behind closed doors. But if not, someone on that level. People are talking about De Vrij as well, or De Vrij, whatever his name is. The guy at Lazio, I think, is what it is.
Yeah.
He's decent. I don't know why his name keeps coming up. I haven't been too blown away by him, but you know what I mean. Maybe the Dutch connection with him and Van Dijk would be good. Alderweireld is injury prone, says Anthrope Roar, which is definitely true. We don't need much of that anymore, to be honest.
No.
But I don't know. De Vrij deserves this out. He's going to enter. Oh, is he going to enter? Okay. That's good for them. Yeah. Koulibaly will be around the same fee as Van Dijk. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I mean, I don't know, man. We had the money, but are we really going to pay that again? What's your opinion on that? Do you think we'll pay that again?
Yeah, I think we would. I think we would. I think quantity over quality, quality over quantity at the moment. You know, if we were to sell, we've got Deadwood. Let's be honest. If we're gonna get another centre back, we're gonna sell a Matip or Lovren. Caravan's probably going anyway. One of them defenders will probably get you 15 mil. Do you know what I mean? So I'd straight away deduct that away from the 70 mil you're going to spend. 55 mil for a centre back who's 25 years old. Look at Van Dijk already. He already looks worth it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think so. Especially if we don't buy a keeper. If we don't go out and buy a keeper.
Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, and I think that's the key point. If we don't get a keeper, then you definitely, it's almost like you're putting in money for the keeper you don't get and a center back. So, someone asked, do you prioritize a center back over an attacking player?
Oh,
it's a good question. It's a good question.
As much as you want an attacking player because it's more exciting, you know, even just to watch, to play on FIFA, to get on the back of your shirt. It's always exciting. I get all of that. But honestly, if we look at it, what do we need more? We need more defending. Even when flipping Salah, Mane, Firmino put 5 past Rome, we still end up finishing 1 goal ahead in 2 legs. For me, that's a prime example. I understand, Matip out and stuff like that. But I think if we had to pick one or the other, if them 3 stay fit, you're almost guaranteed, 80 goals again? Do you know what I mean? But what we've proven again and again and again is no matter how many times we try to outscore someone, sometimes team can do it like today. Do you know what I mean? They can score and we can't. And so sometimes I think, we've needed a solid defense for as long as I can remember, since the Rafa Benitez days. We would have won the league in 2013 if we had a better defense. Do you know what I mean? With the Suarez years and, so for me, that's been an issue for long going, and it's getting better and better. So yeah, my answer would be, as much as I don't want to, I'd prioritize a centre back over an attacking player.
Yeah, I couldn't say it any better. That's a perfect response to that, and I think I'd agree because it seems like the defense has been that single thing that has held us from winning titles, or major trophies, and that can't happen. And that's kind of the most consistent, I think, as far as frustration, is that one of the few things I'll say about Klopp is that I think I think it's great that he puts trust in certain players, but I think sometimes it's to the detriment. Lovren, he's got to go. I think he's got to go, and I think once the summertime comes, or a third option, second or third option. But as far as starting, he cannot be there week in, week out. He just can't. It's too much of a liability. there's too much of a chance of him having a moment every game, and to have to worry about that. I know Klopp wants to trust in him and believe in him and all that, but he's got to know at this point, and he'll never throw a player under the bus, which I like about him in the press, but he knows Lovren is just not good enough. He's not. And to be winning titles, we got to have a serious look at some of these players in the squad, and Lovren is definitely one of them. I hate to be harsh, but that's just how I look at it. So I agree. I think center back is definitely something to be prioritized. My man says we forgot about the midfield. We are struggling there. Yeah, not because we lack quality, but with all the injuries, we need backup there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, you can't forget about the midfield. We got Keita coming in. You got to believe at least two other, or maybe one other midfielder.
Yeah,
at least I'd say at least two. I would think.
Would you say Emre Can's definitely gone? Is he a defo?
I think so, JAMZ. I hate to say it. I love Emery, but I think he's gone. There's been some talk about him trying to be fit for the final in Kiev, but and that could be true. But I'm more so under I more believe the other rumor I heard, which was him saying that he's gone, but he wants the team to announce that after the final.
I heard that. Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
Just want your thoughts on something. If he's fit for the final, does he start?
I feel like it'd be. I mean, since it shouldn't really come into the thinking because whoever's best should play. But I think it'd be a little unfair to the other guys who've been kind of battling while he's been out.
Of course.
You know what I mean, I feel. So my short answer is no. I think off the bench maybe. Then again, you know, maybe we'll need him because guys have just been running so much. I don't know. I would hope by that time guys will be rested enough that whoever's been playing will continue playing. But you never know. I think Hendo was kept out today because of this foot issue he seems to have that flares up from time to time. So who knows? Maybe. But I think if everyone's fit, I don't think he starts off the bench for sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying the same thing. Chan is gone. No, he shouldn't start. It should be Genie, Hendo, and Millie. Yeah. Lovren's a good backup, not a starter. Yeah. Why don't we discuss the game? Well, let me know what you want to discuss, man. I think we've talked enough about the game. The final, or do you mean Chelsea? Talking to Julie here. But yeah, no, the midfield, definitely. Yeah, Anford Ward saying Koulibaly, Jorginho, backup keeper, attacker, Dembele, Pulisic, or Lamar. Ooh. Yeah, some good names. Good names in there.
Very big names.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's the end of the season, and we definitely want to be wrapping up top four. Definitely get to a point. Not that I think we can't win it the final. I'm totally confident in that, but to leave it to that, you know, and the chance that we lose to Brighton, you know, the only way we get in Champions League is if we win. So, you know, Liverpool do things the hard way. Hopefully, we don't go that hard. Hopefully, we just finish it off, and then we can focus on the Champions League. But let's see. It's like putting Ward in front of Karius. Can't risk it. Yeah, not enough fitness. Yeah, so I mean, you know, we're really missing Ox, for example. Lalana. I mean, everybody was hurt. We're missing them. You know, Matip even to be able to like switch things up.
Yeah.
And that really that's really what I think it sucks the most, man, because especially with Ox, he was coming on so strong, doing so well, and to lose him like that for so long, it's tough. It's tough. I think one of the good things for us going in is, of course, we're getting Keita. He's not playing in the World Cup, so he'll have a lot of rest. He'll be there for preseason. That's a good look right there.
Definitely.
And I'm hearing that Klopp's invited him to the Champions League final. So that'll be good. Just to get him familiar with the guys. Thanks for the positivity in the comments, guys, saying don't worry, we'll do it. We'll definitely be doing a live stream reviewing the season for sure. And for Roy says Matip is annoying, injured all the time, and weak, not good enough just to back up.
I agree. He's injured a lot. He's injured a lot. I haven't been ultra impressed with him. I haven't been that impressed. It makes me realize we got him for free. I remember thinking, we got him for free. That's amazing. And maybe I beg to differ now. Maybe they kind of saw there was issues with him. I don't know. But yeah. Just quickly about what you said about Ox, especially today. I think we really miss having an attacking-minded midfielder. Wijnaldum, Hendo, Milner. I don't think Wijnaldum probably is the most attacking-minded. In that Newcastle, he was more the number 10 cam, but Ox, he really runs at the players. And today, it looked like we could have done with someone like that who would run at the Chelsea defense, which would allow space for Firmino, Firmino, Salah, Mane. Just quickly for the final, the Champions League final, I think Lallana could have something to play before the end of the season.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be match fit to a degree for the last game of the season. I don't think he won't start, but if it gets into the 70th, 80th minute and it's like 1-1, 2-2, 1-0, whatever, I think Lallana coming on, they won't, he's very two-footed, gets out of tight positions. As we know, last season he got like 9 goals. He can put it in the net. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. Lallana will be back, and he can make a difference coming off the pitch, come off the bench if he's fully fit, which I don't know how he's going to be, but I'm just wishfully thinking.
Yeah, some of the guys in here agreeing Lallana on the bench for the final could be key. Yeah, I agree. And on Matip, same. I think he looked really good his first season because of he probably just stood out because everyone else is pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then he started to pick up his injury issues a lot, and then again, this is happening again where he's out for the season or out for a significant amount of time. So, again, I agree. Another backup, really, and so it really will be interesting to see Klavan. We know Klavan's Klavan.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get from him, but nothing really exciting. So, again, I think over time, and you can see it in bits and pieces of games where Van Dijk seems quite irritated with just what he has around him as far as defensive. Or just to be quite honest, the center back partnership. So I think that's definitely got to change. No, somebody says no chance Matip will be back. I don't think so. I think he's done for the season.
Yeah, no, he's out. He's out apparently.
Yeah, I think he's gone. Lallana, I think is the only guy, and maybe Emery that can come back. Ox is a big miss. Yeah. So Van Dijk is incredible, man. Yeah, Van Dijk is amazing, but we got to get somebody beside him. You know what I mean? So he doesn't lose interest. But I think that's about wraps it up for today, man. We will be back for the next game. I mean, assuming James got some time, we'll get together, get back on. But yeah, thanks for the guys who all was here to interact with us, ask questions. We need 2 Van Dijks, yeah. So we'll see you guys next week. JAMZ, thanks again, man, for making time. And talk to you soon, buddy.
Yep. And let's just hope Huddersfield get a result of Chelsea.
Yeah, and is that when? Did you say that was Wednesday?
Yeah, I've got it up here. It's here. It's 7:45 in the evening.
Right.
Wednesday evening.
Okay. About 2:45 here.
Yeah, and that's at Stamford Bridge. So that's a big game. If Huddersfield pull something off, we won't even be. We'll have a very different Sunday. Is it conversation Sunday? So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Huddersfield didn't look too bad today against City, to be honest.
Nah. Even to get another game like that, 0-0.
Yeah, that's all they got to do is just try to soak up pressure and like you said, get a 0-0. That would be more than enough. Yeah. Because what is Chelsea on 69?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it up right now. The table at the moment.
I'm pretty sure it's 69.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, it's Chelsea 69, Tottenham 71, Liverpool 72. Chelsea's game in hand is this Wednesday. So if Chelsea win, it'll be 71. Yeah, if Chelsea win, it'll be 69, 70, 71. It'll be 72, 72. So it'll come down to goal difference. So yeah, as long as we win our game, we're through. Unless they win like something stupid at 18-0.
Right. Okay, right. Because the goal difference. Okay, that's like the saving grace. Because man, I don't know why we're leaving so late. Anyway, let's get out of here, man, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, take care, man. See ya. Bye.